Hi everyone, welcome back. I wanted to do some video breakdowns of our Lent in a Bag project. This was one that we started on Ash Wednesday with our kids. I had shown it in our kind of introduction video, but it was our Lent in a Bag. Inside your Lent in a Bag there should have been a little pamphlet that runs through each of the items. Tonight my children picked out the seeds. But they couldn't stop talking while we were recording this video the first time. So we're going to do it with them already in bed. So that's why you get the beautiful bedroom setting to do all of these videos from. So tonight we're going to talk about the seeds. Whenever you are doing Lent in a Bag with your children, you want to have your items out. One of the things we talked about during class was that you might go ahead and put this on your kitchen table. Ours is on, we have kind of a side bar in our kitchen, so all of our Lent stuff is on that sidebar. During Advent, we put all of our Advent things on that sidebar, and then we can pull the things out throughout the day whenever we're doing our faith formation as a family. So to be ready to do your Lent in a Bag each night, one of the things that I would recommend, or some of the things I would recommend having on your prayer area would be your Lent in a Bag items, your brochure, either a cell phone with a Bible app or a Bible that you're pretty proficient looking up the scriptures with, and even a children's Bible to do the stories from if you need it. You might want to light candles. You might want to do it after dinner time. I know during Advent we keep our Advent wreath at the dinner table so that we light our candles, and we'll keep it dark and then light the candles as we go through Advent. During Lent it's kind of off to the side and we talk about it throughout the day, especially as we're putting our beans in the jar. That way they see that reminder all day long. Tonight we're going to talk about the seeds. So you can use any seed packet. If you have bird seed at home and you want to put bird seed in a bag, or beans are fine too. Anything that will grow and turn into a plant as it is nourished with the earth would be a great substitute for this one. So again, feel free to use things that you find around your house. It doesn't necessarily have to be the packet of seeds I sent with the faith formation kids. So the seeds. The reflection for your seeds. Watching the growth of flower seeds reminds us of the miracle of hope and transformation that is coming in the promise of Easter. The seeds change. They decay as they transform into new life. A new life that we can't really imagine when we plant it. When you first plant those beans, they look like beans. They don't look like a plant. You know, we talked to the kids on Ash Wednesday that they don't seem alive. You know, they're not eating food. They're not moving. They're not respiring. They're not doing all those things that they learn in science class represent a living thing. Of course, the seeds represent our hope in Easter Sunday, that Christ has died and then he spends those 3 days and here he is on Easter Sunday, alive and risen. So the seeds are one of my favorite parts of the Lent in a Bag because I think they really sum up what our faith journey looks like during those 40 days. Especially people who are used to our creature comforts and what we're doing with our life, and I need that latte every morning, or I have to do X, Y, and Z to get through my day. This is a great representation of really stripping yourself of all of those items that keep you from forming a real relationship with Christ and really getting back to the roots of our faith. So the seeds are really a favorite item. So as you're reading the reflection, you might have your kids close their eyes, or everybody as a family do it together, or hold the seeds and feel them in their hands, or anything like that, to really give them the experience of being with these seeds. What they might be like. You might want to plant them as a family. Start a little flower pot and have them plant their seeds, and watch them grow throughout Lent and how that changes. Reflection questions. Where is there hope in your life? So we ask our children, what are you hopeful for? What are you looking forward to? Where is our hope? Where is there mystery in our life? What transformation do you hope for during the season of Lent? And I guarantee you, your children will surprise you with some of their answers. Read the parable of the mustard seed. So the parable of the mustard seed comes from Matthew 13, and really all of Matthew 13 is great for this activity. So you can do the parable of the sower, you can do the parable of the yeast. Jesus explains the parables in Matthew 13. So this is really a great use of these. We are going to do Matthew 13, 31 through 32. We're going to talk about the mustard seed in this video because the mustard seed is what we did with our sacrament kids. So I know probably the bulk of the children watching are some of our first sacrament kids. So we're going to go back over the mustard seed. So Matthew 13, 31. He put before them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that someone took and sowed in his field. It is the smallest of all the seeds, but when it has grown, it is the greatest of shrubs and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the air come and make nests in its branches. So some things that you might review with your kids too, if you have sacrament children in this lesson, is how are they a mustard seed? We talked about that mustard seed a lot in sacrament class. Mother Mary was a mustard seed. Saint Therese was a mustard seed. Mother Teresa was a mustard seed. That we're all just one person. But if we have that teeny tiny amount of faith, or we do what one person can do, it can affect great big change in the world. So we want to focus on what one thing we can do in Lent to affect big change. How are we growing the kingdom of heaven for Jesus while we are here on earth? What are we doing to be the hands and feet of Christ while we are here with the time that we have? Okay, so that is the seeds. Tomorrow we'll come back with another item from the bag that we can review for Lent. So hope you guys are staying strong out there. I know I had to wait for my kids to go to bed before I could even record. So God bless our families. If you have any questions, again, just email me at vcarney@gsrcc.net, and I'll be happy to field those for you and answer any questions that you might have as we're kind of adjusting to all the changes going on between the church. I will say we do have the live stream up for Mass tomorrow, so you can tune in to our Facebook Live for Mass at 10 a.m. in English and 11 o'clock in Spanish. You guys have a great night. Bye.